Okay, so we're back a year later, almost exactly, plus or minus a month, and this is the state of the cabin. So it's end of June 2014. There's Justin coming down the stairs.
The builder, certified builder.
What's the date today, Justin?
So I reckon we're going to leave on the 28th. Let's say this is the 27th.
27th, okay.
Could be wrong.
27th of June. So last time you saw this, there was only a couple of pieces of siding on. And then Justin stayed behind and did more. Finished off the boxing in. Come back to those steps in a minute. We did all this back siding. He finished off the boxing down the bottom there. Got a pile of treated pine. Finished off this side. This is Justin's start of Justin's deck. Much different than last year. Our wood stock, lots of wood in there now. That's the tree that the camera was in last year. And this is Justin's great big deck. With Brian March's fantastic chair that he made us, deck chair. So we'll come around to the front now. Finished off the siding at the front there. Dad's deck is looking fantastic. Nicely braced indeed. That's the path I mowed last year. Didn't bother mowing again this year because we couldn't get Burns mower to start. There's the old car, still working. Dad wanted to get rid of it again this year. There's the house. The underside of the deck, all nicely closed in for the winter. So last year we had to go up a scaffold to get to the front door. But this year we have some beautiful steps. Everyone commented on the steps, didn't they, Dad?
I love the steps.
Who?
Fabian. Someone else.
Everyone.
Everyone. Mary.
Mary, I think.
Bird.
You walk up the steps, we'll come back to the deck. Go in the front door. It still opens and closes. Trust me, I'm not going to do it. So you see here, not much has changed since last year. Everything looks very similar. You'll see a few subtle differences, like all the wiring's in for the kitchen. Actually, the whole house, the wiring's in. You've got some wires there for the range hood, a few more points. The view looks very similar. I suppose the biggest difference is when we look back this way, you see a fair bit of plaster there. We're going to put plaster on this wall here and plaster on this wall here. There's a lot of plastering there. You can also see that this room's been closed in, Ryan's room. So we walk up, you can see our beautiful wood stove. We bought it back from Carboneer just a couple of days ago. Bought it and brought it. And we'll have steps here, 1, 2, up to the steps. And then we walk around here, we can see the beautiful view. So as you walk up the steps to the right, there's the bathroom. Again, not much has changed in here since last year, except for some wiring. We're going to do some plumbing and stuff next year. So this is Ryan's room. If you turn left up, you go up the stairs. Ryan's room has got this beautiful pine lining, pine boards the whole way. You can see a couple of gaps here. Bought some filler. We have to gap it all up. It took us ages to line this room, but unfortunately, it shrank. Beautiful big bumblebee there. Not going to get too close because one of them stung me last year. So we trimmed off all the edges around the windows. It looks alright, doesn't it? We're going to have to fill it all up. We'll put put some wood on the floor as well. That's our insulation that we've still got to put up, and all our fly-wire screens. You can see here we've got a light and even a light switch, and it works. It's all 12 volt lines for the lights. The most impressive thing, I suppose, is that we can close the door. And now we've got a closed door, a room, which is all but sealed and closed in. But for some gaps. Okay, so if you turn into this room, this is again another nice closed door. This is what we're calling David's room. So another door there. Open her up. And what we've done in here is we've gyprocked the walls. We're going to put probably carpet on the floor, and we're going to leave the ceiling as it is. Maybe we'll put in some, put it on a sealer or something like this. You can see all the gaps here that I have to fill up with my plastering. Unfortunately, this cupboard is behind the door. Couldn't do much about that, but again, this door closes quite nicely. Not great, perfect. Pretty good for my first doors. This is the cupboard. My cupboard, the bag of clothes. Don't forget about that, David. I've got clothes here. And that will be our cupboard, or my cupboard. David's cupboard. Got fantastic little locks on them at the moment. Okay, so we can close that door. And if you go into this room, this is Justin's room, we're calling it at the moment. Again, we've put gyprock on all the walls, but the difference this time is that I've had time to put the first coat of primer on there. And you can see I've plastered the joints and put some of the, I think you call it skirting or architrave, I think. Architrave around the windows. As you can see there, it's all nicely boxed in. Or trimmed in, whatever you want to call it. Got a PowerPoint there. Again, the door is nicely done. Let's have a look. There's the door. So the door's been put in. This is the cupboard. Walk in here. Don't have much to show you. That's Justin's cupboard. And so when you turn on the light, just the light switch is there. The light point, which you can see just up the top there, is ready to go. We're going to put a fixture up there that shines lights onto the roof. The roof will remain as is, as in the other room. Except obviously we'll be putting some 2x12 beams in here so you can't see into the other rooms. That's the only thing that needs to be done in this room, other than the floor. I'm going to put either tongue and groove or some carpet. That nice little ledge up there for putting stuff. Not sure what yet. Okay, we can go back out now. And that's it. But before I finish, I've got to obviously show Justin's deck. So this is a good proper deck. Solid 6x6 posts with very hard to get 6x6 pads, are they called?
Deck pads.
Deck pads.
Some people call them.
So it's a beautiful, nice big deck. That's the camera today. You can walk right around back to the front door. I'll do that once more just because it's so nice. So we've kept this tree here. Everyone tells us to cut down trees, but we're not going to cut them. And we've purposely kept this tree here as well. Be a nice one to hang Christmas tree lights on. in the winter. There's the Brian's deck chair again. And of course, we'll end it all on the view of Long Beach Pond. See you next year.